I'm Anabelle Dimang. I'm 25 years old and I'm a showcase director for Raw Natural Born Artists. We put on multifaceted showcases throughout the US and internationally, and then I am a visual artist. Nostalgia, just thinking of previous memories or even memories that haven't happened quite yet. Just kind of daydreams. A lot of poetic and thoughtful concepts as well. I like to kind of integrate metaphorical themes into my illustrations. An artist that I take inspiration from has got to be Frida Kahlo. I personally do a good amount of self-portraits and internal reflection, and she seems to have a great amount of self-portraits, and although my personal experiences can't even compare to hers, I definitely see that correlation and am able to relate to being able to have to express, all the internal trials and struggles and feelings as she does. I can't think of a particular event, but I think of these certain times where when I was younger, I always was drawn to draw and to illustrate, and it was sort of just a time to be able to be just by myself and to be more still in my mind, and to not feel compelled to talk with anyone, to interact, to impress and such. So it's just that boundless time to myself, I suppose. My favorite mediums to work with, I tend to be a jack of all trades. I dabbled in traditional 2D, such as painting and drawing. I do photography, I do artist books, printmaking and such, but as of late I've been focusing more on illustrations and watercolors. That is a loaded question. Why not, I suppose. It just feels sort of very integrated in my being, and just to have that consistency of creating and making things and taking ideas and concepts and recording it and making something out of that just feels very natural, and a need to be well balanced within myself. So yes. Well, for one, for me to create and let out these thoughts and concepts that I have, but also to hopefully have people be able to relate to it. I like to depict sort of smaller moments and poetic moments as well. So for the viewer to be still and to be able to relate and have a moment with the pieces, I had hoped that they would have that. And something that I hope to accomplish in life, I think, correlates to that as well, to be able to become aware of smaller moments and bring more thoughtfulness into the day-to-day. I think it's just new places. I feel like as an artist, when you're exposed to new landscapes, new experiences, it stimulates something new within inside you that you may have not known, or stimulates maybe a previous experience. And to always have that stimulus as an artist, I think, is very important, and I don't think there's ever like one sort of setting. Actually, I think the desert, ding ding ding, I think the desert might be definitely a stimulus that sticks out in my mind, because I was raised in the desert, so I think just having that childhood memories and the smell of desert rain definitely brings back some good old thoughts and memories. One that I've done of a parody of Frida Kahlo's piece that is called Diego on My Mind. I entitled it Alejandro on My Mind. It was for a Frida Kahlo themed show, and since I do relate to her because of her self-portraits and mine, I definitely enjoy the piece because of the different components, and I even created like a floral crown that frames the piece as well. So I think getting in touch with doing a parody of hers definitely sticks out in my mind. closing remarks. Thank you, Taylor, for choosing me and interviewing me, and thank you, Josh, for recommending me. It's wonderful to be appreciated and acknowledged as an artist, so I do appreciate that. And a closing quote that I would like to end this with is, don't ask yourself what the world needs, ask yourself what makes you come alive, and go do that. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive. Bye.